Hi everyone, James from Support here. Today I'm going to show you how to customize a message template. Specifically, just how to make if you have any messages that are repeated often that you send frequently, how to just turn them into a template so that you don't have to keep typing them up or copying and pasting them from anywhere. And you can just call them up when you need them. So I'm here in the automation window, which you can get to by typing automation up here in the dashboard, or you can select it from your navigation. And we're in the message template section. And what we'll do is I want to make this out of the simple email template, which is what I would suggest you use as a regular template too, if you ever want to just make your own emails. So what we'll do here first is you can see this has a padlock next to it, which means that you can't actually edit it. You have to make a copy first. So I'll come up here to the Save as New Email template icon, and we'll click that. And you see this pop up, show up. So what you have to do is create a custom key code, which can be anything you like. The only sort of thing I would recommend is that you make it relevant and that it doesn't start with the word ish. So in this case, we'll just call it test.email.notification.video, because I'm making this for a video. And then we'll just call this test student notification. You can obviously call it whatever you want. And then here we have a copy of our email template. So first things first, let's say if I want this to be a message that if this is something that I regularly send out to enrollments or something, then let's say this is a message we regularly send out to enrollments. So I'm going to come up to type here and we'll select it's an enrollment type message. And you'll see that changes the available from windows down the bottom here, so you can see that you can access this message from the enrollments window and the classes window. The subject, so both this part here, the subject, and the body, you can see are actually variables that are set over here. And what this means is that, and you can see this if you ever go into the send message section and you select the simple email template, then you'll have two fields that you can write into. One is called subject here, and one is called body. And obviously that's subject is where you type the subject of the email, and body is where you type the text that you want to send. And what we're going to do here is, let's say for this particular email, we know that we want to call it a particular subject. So we'll just call it student notification, because we know we want to call it that all the time. And then for the text template, so we have these two templates here. We need to delete these variables as well. So why don't we just do that now, because we don't need them. So for the text template, we're just going to quickly come up with just a nice generic message, and really that's all you need to do for the text template. There's obviously more that you can do here. If you want to reference the student's first name, there are ways that you can do that by, let's say if we go to our enrollment confirmation email, you can see here this is also an enrollment type email. You could actually just copy this bit of code here. We'll no, we don't want to do that. We'll put in their full name, So if I was sending it to me, it would be Dear James Swinbanks is what would come up there. We'll come back down to our test student notification. Where have I put it? Here. And then you'll notice down here, we've also got the HTML template. So this is just for the text, plain text version, but really the version that most people will see will be this HTML version. So you need to be slightly comfortable with what you're doing here. It's quite simple. All you're doing is you need to put down, put the text here in p tags. So what we'll do first is we'll just copy the text into here. Did that actually work? There we go. My browser was being weird. And then I'll just tab all of these over because that makes HTML much easier to read. And then what we need to do is we just need to wrap each line in a p tag. So that's the opening tag, and then you need to close it as well with another p tag at the end with a backslash. And we'll do this for each line. And then if you've got a line like this where you've got a line break, because this won't appear automatically in the HTML, you need to actually put in a line break there. So what we'll do is we'll put in our p tags, but then we'll also put in a line break just here. And what that will do, hit save, and that's going to just create that line break here. And now let's actually go and have a look at what we want to do. So let's go to the enrollments window, and we'll find, look, there's one of my test enrollments. So come down here to options and we'll click send message, and then we will scroll down until we find test student notification. And here it is. Popped up, nice and easy. So obviously there's a little bit more that you can do with this if you want, and there are ways that you can put in, student's name. Perhaps you might want to include the course that they've enrolled in, or any other kind of information that's stored in OnCourse can be pulled into these emails and then sent out very easily by just hitting the send button. And that is how you can go about creating your own custom, simple emails that you can send out as templates.